how to simplify negative exponents in fractions. So, question 5 is how we simplify negative exponents in fractions. So basically, if you get a negative exponent on a fraction, you have to take the reciprocal of that fraction. So basically, what I'm saying is that if x is to the power of negative n as exponent, so a negative exponent, it is essentially equal to 1 over x to the power of the exponent. A lot of people still put in the negative. Once you take the reciprocal, it becomes a normal exponent. So for example, if it was x to the power of negative 2, that basically just means 1 over x to the power of 2. Okay? And also, if we're given two different equations, if we're getting and a fraction and both of the numerator and the denominator is raised to the power of a negative exponent, then we do the same thing. X to the power of negative n over y to the power of negative m is the same. When we flip this over, essentially, this becomes, becomes y to the power of m over x to the power of n. If you want to break this down, you have x to the power of negative n being divided by y to the power of negative m. This becomes 1 over x to the power of n being divided by 1 over y to the power of negative m. Which is then, when you change that to multiplication, take the reciprocal of this. So that becomes y to the power of m over 1, and that ends up being y to the power of m over x to the power of n. And that is basically how we got our answer. If we're given an example, like 4 to the power of negative 4, for example, this would become 1 over 4 to the power of 4, which is then 1 over 4 to the power of 4 is 256. If you put in your calculator or expand it and then multiply, it's essentially just going to be 4 times 4. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. So 4 being multiplied 4 times. We're given a question that has two numbers being raised to a negative exponent, for example 2 to the power of negative 2 over 4 to the power of negative 3. This can be written as 4 to the power of 3 over 2 to the power of 2. Essentially, this the numerator becomes the denominator, and the denominator becomes the numerator with the positive exponents that is associated by each of them. That is associated with each of them. So this becomes 64 over 4. 4. Which can then be simplified to 16. 6. To 16. As our final answer.